All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this remedial class. And we're just going to run through how you can use the complete of the square method to solve any quadratic equation. All right. So, for instance, a quadratic equation is in this form. So, first thing that you need to make sure is that the coefficient of x is 1 there. So that's the first thing that you need to make sure. So the coefficient of x is 1. And how you get rid of the coefficient is by factoring out the coefficient. So if we factor out the coefficient a, we are going to remain with x here. So we're going to remain with x squared, then plus the b x will be over the a. So like that, then plus c, and the c will also be over the a. Then we can close, then we equate everything to 0. So this is equal to 0. So now, why are we saying we put everything over the a here? Okay, the idea is that when we distribute this a back, it should give us the original expression that we had here. So for instance, a times x squared will be ax squared. A times bx over a, it will be the a and the a will cancel out and we'll go back to this. A times c over a, the a and the a will cancel out and we'll remain with c, and 0 here will maintain. So that's the idea. So factoring out, just factor it out, and whatever you factor out, you put it over everything else apart from the x squared. Then when you reach this stage, this is where you need to complete the square. So how do you complete the square? So you have the a outside here, which I'll write now using green, a with open brackets. So this part becomes, it becomes open brackets, x, whatever sign is there. So if it is a plus, we also put a plus here. If there was a minus, we put a minus, becomes half, you multiply by half, then whatever the coefficient of x is, so that is b over a, that is the coefficient of x, then you will square this. Then always here you say minus. I'll explain everything later. You say minus whatever is here, which is half b over a, then we square that. Then we have this part that is in the brackets, which is plus c over a. We close the brackets and we say this is equal to 0. So here we've completed the square. Now, why do we always put a minus here? The idea is this. For instance, if we have a squared plus 2ab plus c, we know that this is equal to, 2ab plus b squared. Okay, if you have something like that, we know that this is actually from the expansion of a plus b squared. Okay, what about if we wanted to have a squared plus b squared written as a plus b, then squared? Well, if we wanted a squared plus b squared to be written as this, there will be this extra term that we don't need when we expand this. So we can subtract from that term, we can subtract 2ab. Okay, that is the idea. And of course, if you expand this, you're going to have this, then this will subtract with this, and you're going to have a squared plus b squared. So that is the same thing that is happening here. So when we expand this, we're going to have the expansion of this, then there will be this extra term that will be squared. So this extra term that will be squared will cancel with this, and we'll be able to go back to that. So that's the general idea here. So that's why we always put a minus here. So always put a minus there. So that is that. Okay. And this is the main stage of completing of the square. And what you just do is you divide by whatever coefficient that is there. You divide it throughout there, so that that and that cancels, and you have the brackets here. So we have x plus b over 2a. So this can be 1 times 1b, 2 times a, 2a, then squared minus same thing here. We can write it as b over 2a, then squared, plus c over a equal to 0. 0 divided by a will be 0. And this is the premise of the complete of the square method. You see that if we further simplify this, we're going to have the quadratic equation. So just take note, we'll start from here to derive the quadratic equation. Then we'll move on from there. So let's do an example, then I give you some questions to do. Okay, so let's look at an example here. Let me use a blackboard. So suppose you have using complete. So using complete the square method, solve the equation, say 3x squared, let's say plus 4x, let's say minus 1 equal to 0. So we have this equation here. So remember what we said, the first step is ensuring that the coefficient of x squared is 1, so we have to factor it out. So in this case, we're factoring out the 3. So if we factor out the 3, what we're going to remain with is x squared. Then whatever we factored out will be over everything else. So it'll be plus 4 over 3x. Then this will be minus 1 over 3. Then we close the brackets. This is equal to 0. Then we know that this will change. Okay, that will be 3 open brackets. So this will change to x. There is a plus there, so we put a plus. If there was a minus, we would have put a minus. So plus, then we say half 1 over 2 times the coefficient of x, which is this. So times 4 over 3. Then we square that. Okay. Then we always say minus here because of the reason I explained. So minus whatever is here squared. So that is half times 4 over 3. Then squared. Then we have a minus 1 over 3. Close like that. So here always we multiply by half for the reasons that a squared plus ab plus b squared can be written as a squared plus half of this ab plus another half of ab plus b squared. And half plus half will give us 1. So this will be just ab. So this is why we have half. We're trying to split this into halves, then we square it. Okay, so you just need to memorize this step. It is an algorithm and it will give you the same answer as long as you memorize it correctly. So here you have plus, you multiply by half whatever is there, and you get again what is there. You square it like that. Then this is equal to 0, so we equate it to 0. Then we have the 3 there. Then we simplify the inside. This will be x plus, so the 2 and the 4 can simplify. 2 there, that is 1. 2 there, that is 2. Then 1 times 2, that is 2 over 3 squared. Then this can simplify. So basically this comes here as well. So that is 2 over 3 because that's the same thing, minus 1 over 3 equal to 0. So technically here again we are simplifying 2 there, 1, 2 there, 2, and we basically have the same thing. Then at this stage you can divide throughout by this. So you say over 3 this side and over 3 the other side of the equal sign. So this and this will cancel, then this will give us 0. Then here inside we're going to have x plus 2 over 3 squared minus, we can simplify this, so the power is applying to both the numerator and the denominator. So this is the same thing as 2 squared over 3 squared minus 1 over 3. Okay, from here we can transpose. So we have x plus over 3 then squared. So these can go on the other side of the equal sign. So since they're negative, they'll be positive. So we can start with this one. This will be positive 1 over 3. Then this will be plus. When this goes this side, in fact, we can simplify this. This is 2 to the power 2, that is 4. Then here 3 to the power 2, that is 9. And the common denominator this side will be 9. Then 3 into there, that is 3 times that will be 3 plus 4. So 9 into there, that is 1. 1 times that will be 4. Then this side we have x plus 2 over 3 squared. Then we can simplify everything here. We can say this is the same thing as x plus 2 over 3 squared equals to 3 plus 4. That will give us 7. So that is 7 over 9. Then what we want to do here is we want to get rid of the power here. So we introduce square roots both sides. So it will be x plus 2 over 3 to the power 2 equal to 7 over 9. So we'll introduce square roots both sides. So we introduce a square root here and we introduce a square root there. And here we'll put plus or minus because a square root has two answers. For instance, square root of 4 is equal to 2 because 2 times 2 will give us 4. Square root of 4 is also equal to negative 2 because negative 2 times negative 2 will give us 4. So square roots have two answers, so that's why we're putting plus or minus this side. So now we see that the squared and the root will cancel this side, and we're going to have x plus 2 over 3 equal to plus or minus. So here the square root is applying to both the numerator and the denominator. So we can separate it as root of 7 divided by root of 9. Okay, then we can transpose this part. So it will be x equal to, when this goes this side, it will be negative 2 over 3 plus or minus root of 7 over root of 9 is 3. So we see that. So here we can now split. X is equal to negative 2 over 3, negative 2 over 3 plus root of 7 over 3, or x is equal to negative 2 over 3 minus root of 7 over 3. So we have these two answers, and that will be the answers for the solution. So here we just have to simplify. So for instance, this is x is equals to negative 2 plus root of 7 over 3, or x is equal to negative 2 minus root of 7 all over 3. So we can simplify this using our calculator, and the answers we get, those will be the answers. All right, so now you can try out this question. So use complete the square method. Method to solve. Question 1, we have negative x squared plus 5x minus, let's say plus 3 equal to 0. The other one is 5x squared minus 5x plus 15 equal to 0. So just these two questions, you can work them out. Now, deriving the quadratic equation can also be done using the complete of the square method. Okay, so remember the steps that we took previously. So for instance, you have the quadratic equation a plus ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So there is we factor out the a, so we have a open brackets x squared plus bx over a plus c over a close equal to 0. Then here we can say a, we simplify this part, so this will be x plus half of b over a, we close, squared, minus half of b over a, square that, then we say plus c over a equal to 0. So here we can simplify, so we divide everything by a so that we remain with x plus b over 2a squared. So this can be 1 times b, it will be b, 2 times a, it will be 2a, minus this side, it will be b squared. So this will be b over 2a as well, squared, plus c over a equal to 0. Then at this stage we can transpose, so we're going to have x plus b over 2a squared equal to, when this goes this side, it will be plus b over 2a. So you note that the square is applying to both these, so this would be something as b squared over 2a squared, like that, because the squared is applying to both. Then plus c over a. Okay, then here we want to find the common denominator on this side, which will just be, we can expand this, and it will be 4a squared. So it will be 4a squared, that's the common denominator here. So when this goes into that, it will just be b squared. So this into that, it will just be 1 times that would be squared, and this into this will just cancel with one of the a's, so we remain with 4a. Then 4a times that, it will be, sorry, and here this will be minus, because when the c goes there, it will be minus here, so it will change to minus here. Okay, apologies for that. So this is positive c, when it goes on the other side of the equal sign, it will be minus, so this will be minus. Then this into that will give us 4a, then 4a times that will be 4ac. Then this side we have x plus b over 2a squared. Then we can introduce the square root both sides. So we introduce square root this side and introduce square root that side, so that this and that can cancel. Here we are going to remain with x plus b over 2a equal to, so we introduce the square root, this will be plus or minus, so this will be plus or minus. Then we can separate the square root to apply to the numerator and the denominator. So there is b squared minus 4ac over the square root of 4a squared. Okay, then we can simply transpose this on the other side. X will be equals to negative b over 2a, then plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac. Now, what is down here is the same thing as root of 4 times root of a squared. So we can separate what is down here as this, and we know root of 4, that is basically 2, and root of this will, and this will cancel, so we just remain with a. And here we have the common denominator. The common denominator will be 2a. So this into that, that is just 1. So we get b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac. So which is the quadratic formula. So we've used the quadratic formula. We've used the complete of the square method to derive the quadratic formula. So you can just run through the video and try it for yourself, and you'll be able to do it as well. Have a good day.